Welcome to the Aquarite and Aquarite Pro Salt Chlorination training video. This video will cover installation and startup for both chlorinators. It is provided for you to better understand our products and how they operate. The difference between the two units will be covered. Before beginning installation, make sure to view Hayward's video titled Chemistry Requirements for Hayward Salt Chlorinators. It is important your water is properly balanced before putting your salt chlorinator in operation. Balancing instructions can also be found in your installation manual. Make sure to read the installation manual included with the Aquarite and Aquarite Pro carefully and completely. This video was designed to serve as a quick overview and does not replace or supersede the detailed installation or operation requirements set forth in the product's owner's and installation manual. To obtain a free additional copy of the manual, please visit Hayward.com. Let's start with the electrical installation. Prior to installation, make sure all electrical wiring conforms to local codes, regulations, and the National Electric Code. It is important to plan where the salt system is going to be installed and to make sure that the desired location is within 15 feet of where the cell is plumbed. All turbo cells come with 15-foot cords. Aquarite and Aquarite Pro work with 230 or 120 volts AC, 60 hertz single phase voltage. The amperage is rated at 1 or 2 amp respectively. To wire Aquarite and Aquarite Pro, turn off all electrical power at the circuit breaker. Next, remove the dead front or face plate of your unit to access the main circuit board. This is done by removing the two screws that secure the dead front using a 5/16 or 8mm nut driver. Aquarite and Aquarite Pro systems should be installed on the load side of the main pump timer, which means the salt chlorination system should only have power when the pump has power. The only exception to this rule is if the Aquarite or Aquarite Pro is going to be communicating via a data wire with a Hayward control system, such as a ProLogic, Aqua Plus, On Command, or E-Command 4. In the cases of working with a Hayward control unit, your salt chlorinator should be wired for line power, which means it is powered all the time. The Aquarite Pro would also be wired for line power if Hayward Sense and Dispense chemistry automation is installed. Start the wiring by attaching the green ground wire to the grounding lug using a 5/16 or 8mm nut driver. The systems come factory preset to accept 240 volts AC. It is critically important to test the incoming power prior to wiring the system. Supplying 240 volts AC when the system has been changed to accept 120 volts AC will damage the board and may cause personal harm. When wiring for 240 volts AC, place the two incoming voltage wires on terminal 1 and 4. Note that 1 and 4 are the top and bottom connections. When wiring your system for 120 volts AC, loosen terminals 2 and 3. Remove the two stacked jumpers and move one of the jumpers up a terminal and the other down a terminal. Now we should have a jumper between terminal 1 and 2 and another jumper between terminal 3 and 4. To apply 120 volts AC, attach the two wires, normally black and white or red and white, to terminals 1 and 4. Note that the power hookup for the Aquarite is on the left-hand side, while the hookup for the Aquarite Pro is on the right-hand side. Connect your salt chlorine generator to the bonding system using number 8 bare wire or number 6 bare wire for Canada. A lug for bonding is provided on the bottom of the salt chlorination cabinet. Proper grounding and bonding is required and should alleviate galvanic corrosion associated with the pool structures. After all electrical connections have been made, reattach the dead front or faceplate prior to powering the unit back up. Lastly, apply power to the system with the Aquarite in the off position and the Aquarite Pro with the stop-start light not illuminated. After confirming your system is properly powered, turn off the breaker or time clock. The cell and the flow switch will need to be installed in the plumbing on the return line, downstream of all pool equipment. By downstream, we mean the salt cell and flow switch should always be the last piece of equipment on your pool's plumbing before water is returned to the pool. The following configurations are acceptable as long as there is 12 inches of straight pipe before the water enters the flow switch. The salt cell will satisfy the 12-inch requirement if it is mounted directly upstream of the switch. Non-compliance with this rule may result in improper flow readings. The flow switch should never be plumbed on the common line unless the cell is also on that common line. It is important that the area where the turbo cell and flow switch are being installed is well ventilated, since we will be gluing fittings and pipe. To install the turbo cell, attach one of the unions without the tailpiece to the back of the cell. Once one of the unions is attached, hold the cell up to the plumbing